Hello again. Today I want to just take a few minutes to talk about some of the things that are the practical side of instructional design. When you're thinking about the courses you're going to design, what kind of model are you going to use, how will that course development process look? If you are involved in those kinds of activities, if you're leading those kinds of teams, here are some of the things I think are just the tip of the iceberg, obviously, but things that are very important to consider. And one is, of course, budget. What kind of budget are you going to have when you start thinking about course design and media and some of those pretty elaborate pieces that might be engaging, but are they going to be cost prohibitive? And if they are, is there another way to have the same outcome than that really expensive kind of media? Right now I'm using Screencast-O-Matic, which is a free tool that I can use to create these video vignettes. And so those are the kinds of things that you need to always be thinking about. What about time? That's also a practical consideration when you consider we need to follow a process, we need to have a project management timeline that's doable. What kind of time are we going to be asking people to commit to? If we are going to ask faculty to commit to a certain time, what kinds of compensation are they going to receive? What kind of quality checklist are we going to have? How are we going to measure those courses at the end if we know we have these components and these pieces and they meet these criteria? So all of those pieces have to be in place ahead of time. So what kind of team will it take to accomplish those? What is your ultimate goal for a program as it grows? So those will affect it. Some of the also practical things to consider is what kind of course management system, LMS, are you going to be using? Are you going to be working in Blackboard, Canvas? Are you going to be working in something that's a corporate software? Are you going to be working in something that's totally up to you to create or to fill in? So there are a lot of practical considerations when you start thinking about building courses and building programs. Accelerate it. Is it going to be an 8-week versus a 16 versus a 10 versus a 12 versus a 6-week course? That's definitely going to affect how you approach the course design process and how you make that content fit in that time frame so that you can still have the same outcomes. So there's a lot of practical considerations that are beyond just learning design that have to be taken into consideration in the cosmic scope of things. So let's always ask, what are the other pieces? Is there something I'm missing? And what else do I need to consider?